What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. How to love yourself in 1, 2, 3 steps. The journey to self-love is not linear. It is a lifelong journey. Keep something in mind. We exist in a world where we're kind of discouraged from loving ourselves. Our economy thrives on feeling like we're not good enough. We won't buy all the things that are being sold to us if we felt self-love, because self-love makes you feel content. You don't really need all of these outside things to make yourself feel complete and whole. Having self-love is actually a really powerful force. A lot of people are afraid that someone who really has that self-love, there's almost this feeling of they're kind of dangerous. They're not going to submit to my manipulation. They will produce results in their lives that are threatening. You're not alone if you're struggling with self-love. A lot of people walk around with a lot of self-hatred, and everything that we do is a way for us to avoid ourselves or to push down that feeling of self-hatred. Overeating, drugs, sex, television, video games, social media, being on our phones constantly. It's a way for us to run away from ourselves and from this feeling of lack that we feel. Not always, obviously. These things can all be enjoyed. That's the beauty of the world that we live in and of life. There's so many things that we can play with. But if we are approaching everything that we're approaching from a state of lack and self-hatred, then we're abusing life, and we will be or feel like we're being abused by life. So if you're feeling like you have no idea how to even begin to love yourself, if you feel like it's an impossibility to love yourself, believe me, it's not. As somebody who used to loathe myself, if I can do it, you can do it. It didn't come overnight. Nothing worthwhile is easily won. You must do the work. Know that it's completely in your hands to make the changes that you want to make in your life. It requires that you take responsibility for yourself and for your life. Don't be a victim and blame others. You are the one who allows the outside words and influence to come in or not. If you're just moving by default, it's very easy to just be influenced by everything without really feeling like you have any control. But you are ultimately the one who is in control, and it just takes that desire and willingness to take control. 3 steps to begin to love yourself. Number 1, begin a positive dialogue with yourself. There is already probably a really negative conversation that goes on within you that is subconscious, that is wired and programmed in you. It is definitely a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, to start to break that. As you begin to break it, and as you begin to look within and ask questions and try to change the inner dialogue, a lot of times you'll be met with all of the dark stuff and all of the negative conversations and words and stories. They're gonna start to bubble up to the surface. You must be strong and continue. They're gonna pull you in and you're gonna go back to your negative patterns. Expect that. But you have to continue to bring your mind and your awareness back to the conversation that you want to have with yourself. I'm 100% a believer of affirmations. They don't feel like they work initially, but they do work. It's just about continuing saying them. At first you might not believe them, and so you have to maneuver, because just repeating an affirmation that you do not believe can actually spiral you in the opposite direction. So you have to choose the right words that are believable. If there's a part of yourself that you really don't like, say physically you don't like, your nose or something, but you really like your smile, begin with the smile. I love my smile. Okay, that feels good. And then you might say, I love my nose. And you're like, no, I hate my nose. Okay, move on from that one, because that one's not gonna work. So you begin to offer soft words, ones that are believable, and they will begin to multiply and grow. Everything that you put your attention on will build momentum. Asking yourself, what do you need today? What is the most self-loving thing I can do for you today, or even just thanking your body for everything it does for you. I just thank my body for everything that it does for me. Thank all my organs and my cells and my joints and my limbs and my senses and my brain and everything. Like, you start to list all these things that function so well without you having to lift a finger. It's a beautiful thing. Begin to just talk to yourself. Thank you body for everything you do for me. And if you're having reactions to situations, ask yourself, like, what is it that you need right now? What is it that's causing this reaction? And then listen. And you might not get the answer, but you're beginning the conversation. Eventually, the answers will come. Step number 2, let yourself off the hook. We're so hard on ourselves. We are raised to believe that if we're not hard on ourselves, if we don't abuse ourselves with blame, judgment, criticism, putting ourselves down, guilt is a big one. We feel guilty, and that's a way in which we punish ourselves and think that if we didn't feel these things, then we wouldn't change. But that's not true. Actually, we end up acting out when we're being so judgmental and critical of ourselves. We feel damaged and wounded, and so we act out. If you let yourself off the hook, you know what? This time I'm gonna forgive myself for saying that thing or doing that thing that was embarrassing or not doing that thing that I should have done. I'm letting myself off the hook. Take a vacation. Inside, you'll just soften, and then you're more likely to then have these positive affirmations that you're in, this positive dialogue of step 1 start to kind of take root a little bit more. If you're feeling guilty and blameful and shameful, you're not gonna let in any of that good stuff. Just give yourself a break. You're doing your best. This is a really good affirmation. I'm doing the best I can. And number 3, allow yourself to be as you are. Stop constantly trying to change yourself. We feel like, I gotta fix myself. I am damaged. I am not good enough. I have to fix myself. Letting go and just allowing yourself to be as you are. Imperfect, in pain, not liking yourself, feeling hurt, feeling judgment, jealousy. All of the things that we see as really negative things about ourselves that we try to push down, the more we try to repress them, the more they're gonna come up and try to nudge us back into feeling them. Love lets everything be. Love doesn't push anything away. Love is not afraid of anything. If you meet all of these painful, dark aspects of yourself from a place of love, from a place of just holding the container for them to be there, not pushing them away, and just being like, let me see what I can give rather than trying to push it away. How can I be here and allow for this to be here? And you'd be amazed at how quickly these things actually start to dissolve. Allowing for an emotion that is negative and painful to surface and just allowing it to be there. Maybe try not to go for the food or for the alcohol or for the drugs or for the TV or for whatever it is that you notice you're wanting to engage in order to make these feelings, push them down. Maybe don't engage in them and then just be with them. It's uncomfortable, but it's a feeling. Your feelings cannot hurt you. They won't kill you. You will only become stronger by allowing them to be there. The relief that you feel from that, I promise you, is worth every single penny in the world, and it feels better than anything you can engage in. Remember that love starts within. You cannot find love outside of yourself. You cannot even receive love outside of yourself if you don't let yourself receive love from you. It starts with you. You have the power. It's in your hands. Take that wheel. I hope this helps you. I'll talk to you soon.